I see like when Diddy Carl's Winslow, we was at the party.
Feds have allegedly revealed Ellen DeGeneres was caught on tape with children at Diddy's mansion.
And so where the media heard that, they chose to chop it up and spin the narrative around. That's obscene, but we let rappers and everyone else speak about it and do their own actions because they're artists.
I don't give a fuck who you are. You will not be in a room alone with my daughter. It's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody. It's my kid. Ellen already caught heat with the whole Epstein Island thing. Like, everybody I'm sure caught a little bit of heat from that. So I had a song. Oh, I've had Huey Lewis. Don't need money. Don't need a thing. I watched Back to the Future the other day, and it's been stuck in my head.
Oh, did you know that there was a extra? I think it was like a deleted scene to where it showed Biff was being like kind of deleted from the world.
No, I didn't. They're making a new one, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing: the old Biff, when the sports book and all that stuff, how he got old, and well, it turns out that he traveled past his death date when he was supposed to die.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a scene in Back to the Future. I think it was 2 or whatever. Biff passes away behind the car, or the exact same place to where Doc got shot at.
So you're saying that Doc was at the mall when the Iranians came to kill him because he stole the uranium or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Biff was apparently behind the car?
Well, not behind the car, but remember later in the movie to where they came back to the exact same place, but the different name change?
Okay.
In the future?
Okay.
Exact same place, different name, but Biff was behind the car as Doc and Marty. I'm thinking Rick and Morty.
Damn it, Morty!
As they were working outside in front of the car.
Huh.
Wait.
Like he just has a heart attack or something? He's like...
No, he literally he travels past the date of his death.
And then he just disappears?
Yeah, he slowly begins to kind of fade away.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah, that there's a deleted scene from that.
Huh.
What you guys don't know, and you were just educated. Now, hit the intro.
That would suck. Hey guys, Matt here, telling y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell to get notified each time that we're on. Oh, I say I love y'all so much. Enjoy the show.
Speaking of education,
welcome to the Article 17. Hold on. Welcome to the Article 1776 podcast. I am Matt. This is
absolutely appalled.
Scottsdale 87 is appalled, everyone. And speaking, I kind of know why. Our childhood was ruined. Our childhood was ruined.
Okay.
by recent news.
Now, we have been asked by one of our lovely viewers to give 3 to 5 seconds warning before we show anything graphic. Well, here it is.
Yeah.
Like I see, like when Diddy left Carl's Winslow, we was at the party, and me
messed up my childhood when he told me that.
So I hear it just wearing out some shit. I'm like, huh? Like hearing that, I'm like, on 6-0, who's wearing this bitch out? Right. Kicking the door, boom.
This is real.
I seen Carl's Winslow put his
That's
head
the
up.
father. Ain't that the father from Family Matters?
Yeah.
Leave a comment, man.
And then, so who's piping Carl? Diddy? Yeah, Diddy was.
Yeah.
So apparently,
the one of the best TV dads in the sitcom history got drilled by Diddy.
Yeah, that's I don't know how to take that.
He took it very hard.
Oh God, stop it! No. Oh, I don't want to be here anymore. I quit. You're fucking horrible. I hate you. No, we're done. Have a great night, everybody. We're done. God.
Damn.
Oh, do you think he was wearing the uniform?
Better yet, was Urkel watching?
Oh God.
I didn't do that.
I hope not. No, the guy who plays Urkel, I can't remember his name.
Jamal White or something.
Yeah, or Jalal White or something like that.
Yeah.
No, and we're not trying to butcher your name, dude. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I
think he was on Dancing. I think he was on Dancing with the Stars, wasn't he?
Oh, he was. Yeah, he did fairly good from what I remember. Yeah. But he seems like a pretty stand-up. He seemed like a pretty stand-up dude. Carl's more of a 90-degree kind of guy.
The guy from Die Hard took it hard.
Guy Hard. Anyway.
Carl Winslow.
Diddy, you're fucking ruining people's childhoods. Stop. Literally, you're fucking up people's childhoods. And we've seen the clip with Bieber and what is his name? Odell Beckham?
I didn't know that part. But
what?
First, yeah.
What? You don't know that? Oh, that's right here.
Okay, go ahead, show that too. Ruin that fucking thing.
No, and I said that's right here. I want you just like to clip it in. I didn't edit that part out right there.
Ruin our fucking all in one night. First for us, it was Bill Cosby for us young older folks when he went to JAILO.
Do you think he was going, what would he do then?
It's more like drugs.
Do not eat the pudding in jail then.
Yeah, you're not sure if it's actually pudding from an actual bowl.
What's he putting in it? But like, how do you... I don't understand. Like... I guess the concept I can't wrap my brain around is people putting themselves in that kind of situations. Like, I understand those situations happen for different reasons, and like, I'm not disparaging what happens. I don't know, just as a minor for one, why are people's parents letting them be alone in the room with anybody regardless of who they are? I don't give a fuck who you are. You will not be in a room alone with my daughter. It's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody. It's my kid.
Well, Hollywood is weird, and some parents are not as good as what others are or should be. Case in point, Dan Schneider. Dan Schneider was a weird fucker.
I mean, apparently so is Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, shit. Now we're rolling right into this shit, too. So, Hollywood is weird in general, and if you don't know, Ellen DeGeneres was also on Epstein's Island flight list, and now she is caught up along all of this sex trafficking shit.
Yeah, you can watch that clip right here.
Feds have allegedly revealed Ellen DeGeneres was caught on tape with children at Diddy's mansions. Ellen was allegedly involved in child trafficking. She would allegedly sell furniture online at a very high price point, like small cabinets for $10,000. The names of the items were peculiar names like Naraya, Eurythia, Samia, and Alvia. But it turns out these weird names lined up perfectly with recent missing children in the area. So it's alleged the names of the furniture was sort of like a code to buy kids online. So you would buy the product and it would actually be a front for buying a child. It's also coincidental that Ellen's set was strikingly similar to Epstein's Island.
Yeah. We're tormenting everyone today.
Oh, like, I'm fucking everybody's childhood up. Yeah, Dory was a fucking weird one. Yeah. She wasn't just weird in the show, buddy. Trust me. So the FBI came out. They have this lawsuit against Diddy right now. Ellen already caught heat with the whole Epstein Island thing. Like, you know, everybody, I'm sure, caught a little bit of heat from that, regardless of who you are. It just maybe it wasn't publicized like we want it to be. But now she's been named in Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy that she was at some of these freak-offs, apparently, with underage minors. There's apparently video. The FBI will not release the video. The FBI apparently has the video. Just like the FBI apparently has the CCTV video of basically almost everything that went down at Epstein Island. But the people who are on these films are very powerful people. You have Prince Andrew, for one, who is known to have been there. Prince Andrew, if you don't know who he is, he's one of the royals. Not anymore. He kind of like vacated his shit, and he's living in like solitude somewhere now and fuck off.
So fuck off royalty. That's a new royalty name. So I have a question. I have a question for you.
You can just go live and fuck off.
Yeah. I have a question for you, and this is something I just thought myself.
Okay.
With the kids, and we don't know if they were sex trafficked through the Epstein Island area and they were retrieved by the parents, which, you know, hopefully the kids are okay now. You know, a lot of trauma for the kids. Yeah. And I'm also wondering, do you think that the videos aren't popping up or come to surface because of the fact that the parents don't want to see their child? Or
no, absolutely not. I don't think the parents have anything to fucking do with it. I don't think okay, so if for any reason any of these children that were there who were part of this whole Epstein bullshit or whatever, the whole Diddy bullshit, I don't think that their parents having them back and knowing what was done or what had been done, I don't think them knowing about the video would help, or even having access to the video would help. I think it's simply a matter of fact, and we've seen this, it's the people who are in elite positions protecting other people. And I want to give you a good case in point for that one right now. Right now, the whole fraud case with Trump, the judge's daughter is apparently part of an organization who receives funds for prosecuting and bringing up cases against opponents. She happens to work for the company who's bringing up all the crap against Trump. I guess it's the research firm who does all the footwork, I guess. And Trump was like, why is this happening? This should be a breach of interest or you know, a conflict of interest. She's working for the lawyers who are putting this case together against me. And the person who's presiding over the case is her father.
Mm-hmm.
She works for the company.
Mm-hmm.
She's working on this case. He was immediately put under a gag order. You can't talk about it. This is just a great case of elites protecting elites.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking stupid because the elites are sitting there in their little bubbles and acting like we as fucking regular citizens who have the, I should say, tenacity, will, and the actual cognitive decision making to do the independent research themselves. No matter what news source you go through, they're acting like we can't see this. Like, this isn't an issue. This isn't an issue. We have to worry about Ukraine and Israel, and China's an actual threat. I mean, yeah, they're seeing an economy bust. Their economy is going down. Their infant mortality rate is going down. They're having less kids. They're having less kids because there are more Chinese males who are military age who are coming across the border.
Yeah.
So, that's why they're not having kids. And I guarantee you, motherfuckers, someone else will raise them for you.
And here's the thing, too, to kind of piggyback off of what you're saying, how media and all celebrity status and all that shit can kind of, have its little power trip or something.
It's just rich people protecting rich people, man. Well, that's all it is.
Yeah. So, did you know that, from what I've heard, and I could be wrong, Mrs. Candace Owens, a badass lady herself, mentioned the fact that Trump's grab him by the pussy, leak audio was basically mentioning on the fact that a lot of women, there are not all, let me say that, not all women do this, but there's some women that when they approach a rich man, no matter what their profession is, if they find out once that they're rich, they don't care what they do. They'll allow them to do anything to them. So even grab him by the pussy. So that's where that line leaked in. And so where the media heard that, they chose to chop it up and spin the narrative around.
So the problem is, though, I've never actually heard the entirety of the clip, so I can't say yes or no to that. I think if that's his, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. That's just a weird fucking subject. I mean, yeah, we're known for, stirring people up and shit, but at the same time, that's hard to fucking speak on because I don't know.
Oh yeah, well, because that's
I just think that if you know what, I don't even know. I don't want to say.
No, hold on. My point is that's obscene, but we let rappers and everyone else speak about it and do their own actions.
Well, okay, artists. So now you have a fucking point.
Yeah.
Okay, I get exactly what you're saying. It's okay if we glorify it in music and music videos. Some dude talking about someone's daughter and giving him top. I get it. I get where you're coming from. And I've always kind of had this notion that the glorification of that kind of genre, or I guess demographic, I would say, kind of mars the community a little bit as an entirety, because you're able to differentiate one from the other, apples from oranges, obviously. But you see one part of this community leaning towards this whole lawlessness. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want, fuck everything, fuck everybody. And then you have the other part of that community, and I hate the fact that it has to be separated like that, because you all are just Americans regardless. But they're hardworking, decent people, actually trying to provide for their families. Yes, taxation is fucking form of extortion in every aspect, but they're still trying to do the right thing to show people, hey, yeah, we can make this work the right way. And like I said, that side of the community is marred by this, glorification of rap, drugs, violence, being a gang member and shit. And I think it's kind of retarded.
And this is
I said it.
Yeah. agreed. And this is something that I learned not only just in football playing sports, but also in the military as well, is that you choose to look up to the leader that you want to be, or also be the leader that you set yourself out to be. Because there are guys that were in leadership roles that were complete shitbags, but then there are also guys who were in leadership role that were awesome dudes that knew exactly what they were doing. This was before the Marine Corps implemented the full sleeve tattoo ban, which was retarded because they were good Marines, and yet you chose to not allow them to re-enlist because they have a full sleeve tattoo. Fuck off.
Man, a buddy of mine got fucking popped for that. He was oh fuck, I can't remember what it was. He joined as a medic in the Army.
Mm-hmm.
He was a big Pantera fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my buddy JT, he was a big fucking Pantera fan, and he got this tattoo done probably the year Dimebag got killed. He got this nice fucking mural tattoo on his arm, Dimebag's face. Like, he spent coin on that fucking tattoo. He was one of the best shops in the state. Sat there for the sessions, paid fucking coin for it, like $2,000 or $3,000 for one tattoo like this. And the banner on the bottom said David Dimebag Daryl Abbott.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what his name was.
Yeah,
It was like Dimebag. It was like Daryl Dimebag Abbott or whatever the fuck it was. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hate on Dimebag. I love the dude. I love the guitar playing. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Don't hate me, please.
But anyways, what I'm trying to mention off of that is that be the person that you want to set yourself out to be. If you think that a certain leadership should be a certain way, go out and be that leader. But if you want to have an exemplary role of leadership, look at the guys that have actually made a positive impact towards your community or whatever it is, military, whatever, and kind of learn how they did things within that vicinity to become a better person and a better leader.
Yeah. You know who needs better leaders?
The government.
Well, I mean, that's a given. But I don't know if you've been watching the news or heard what's going on with the college campuses across the nation.
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't.
So a lot of anti-Israel, pro-Hamas protests all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, I think, was yesterday. Let's see, there was Columbia and a couple other places too. Police have been in to disperse protesters who are, chanting violence and death to Jewish students.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who may be Jewish or from Israel, anything like that. The faculty is in on it. The faculty is calling for, ceasefires and ending of occupations and I just fucking watch the video.
Ricky Shot with the New York Post, coming to you for the Palestine Solidarity Encampment is very much still encamping, even though about a week ago NYPD officers came in and cleared students from the opposite side of the quad and arrested more than 100 of them. The tents are back. They seem to be growing in numbers. Students are here just eating lunch. They had a peanut butter and jelly station set up the other day. And the situation on campus continues to be tense. There is a counter display here, obviously made by pro-Israel students. And at the moment, we're still in a lockdown on campus where only people with IDs are able to get in. So you have to be a member of the Columbia community to be inside campus gates.
Yeah, shit's weird. Like, and hold on, I'll mention one thing too, because I've seen it quite a few times. The girl with the hijab on Dr. Phil, you know who I'm talking about, right? That's praising Hamas after what happened to the children that were burned.
I don't know specifically what you're talking about. pretty sure I've seen it. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
So that there was a girl saying that these actions were in result of what was happening beforehand, and this was kind of like a revolt, or so. I can't put it into
Kind of like a retaliation, pretty much, for what's happened for whatever.
Yeah, no matter what you think, the kids didn't fucking deserve that.
Yeah. In-season war are in kind of a weird place. I mean, if you think, men and women going out and dying for their country is bad. Imagine the civilians who, I imagine the little boy who's in his house and then just, some dude with an AK-47 comes in and shoots up his whole family. He bleeds out on the floor. He has no fucking idea why.
Yeah, here's the thing too, is
that's bad.
When we're, and I guess we can still say still over there, but with Iraq and Afghanistan, quite a few times, with like Peace Corps and other military branches like Marine Corps and Army, we would also make schools for the kids and to help them learn. But guess what would happen to those schools?
Taliban just fucking blow it up or shoot it up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the point I'm trying to make with all this, these pro-Hamas demonstrations, I'm probably going to get a little lengthy with this because this is kind of something that's irking me. As a Marine, it should irk you. And as Americans, I'm going to say you should be pissed. I'm going to say, though, that I don't think violence is the answer, but I think a definite show of force from the American people is necessary. There's a difference between violence and a show of force. Obviously, you know this. People are acting fucky. You put a couple tanks in there, people stop acting fucky, right? You ain't even got to fire a shot, but an Abrams will stop people from being fucky. Or if they're smart.
Like the fat electrician video, sometimes you got to get proportional. Yeah,
sometimes you got to get proportional. Sometimes proportional isn't even firing a shot. It's just being there, right?
And we'll show the fat electrician's video just to show some love. But sorry, go ahead.
What I'm trying to say is, after 9/11, the United States came together and said, hey, we need a generation of warfighters to go out and fuck these people up. And we did. Okay? People like you, people like fucking Eli, Matt Best, Evan Hafer, Logan. The list fucking goes on, right? People like that put their fucking necks on the line so we could fucking enjoy the comforts and freedoms that we have. And right now, we have a fucking terrorist organization inside our country taking over school campuses, stopping people from getting to classes. We've got people in New York screaming, kill another soldier now, Al-Qassam or Al-Qasim or Al-Queef, whatever the fuck your name is. I don't really care because I ain't got time for that shit. And no one's fucking saying anything. There's no Americans in the street saying, hey, this is fucking wrong. This is not fucking Palestine or fucking Pakistan or whatever the fuck. We're not doing this here. And Americans sent children off to war, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, to fight for these freedoms, to show that these regimes that we're not going to fucking stand this and you're not going to come into our country and do this shit. And that's exactly what they're fucking doing in 2024. You have your college campuses overrun with headscarves and Palestinian flags calling for mass murder of an entire fucking people because they can't manage their own shit. They let Hamas in and run their fucking government. That's your fucking problem. You fix that. Don't come here and fuck this shit up. Our shit's already fucked up. We don't need your fucked up shit too.
Yeah, it's...
You should be getting mad about this. It fucking makes me mad because it's all I fucking see on... Not you. Not you in general.
Okay.
You. It should make you fucking mad that this is happening in your country. The shit that your ancestors have fought for. The people your loved ones have fucking fought and died for. It's the only thing I fucking see every time I turn on my fucking YouTube. That's what my feed is. Fox News, CNN, mass protests, peaceful demonstrations when people are getting fucking hauled off. You're fighting the cops. You're fucking children. What are you thinking? What? I want to know what all these protesters and demonstrators actually think they're fucking accomplishing, because all I see on the fucking news is you're not doing anything but making people know that you're fucking touched.
And you haven't
get to class and fucking learn something.
And you haven't touched grass.
The grass that they're touching has got to be fucking laced with like PCP, because all these fucking people are acting, I'm going to say it again, retarded. Bleep it out. I don't care. Fucking strike us. I'm not about the money.
Yeah.
Like, you guys need to be knowing what the fuck is going on. And if you don't, when the shit hits the fan, you're going to be stuck with your head between your legs and you're going to kiss your ass goodbye. A buddy of mine asked me to buy his AR. I was like, you have another fucking rifle? Because if you don't fucking sell it. If you don't have it, invest in one.
Yeah, wait.
Learn how to use it.
Clarify on that, because I don't want the people knocking at your door or anything.
I don't think that you should be worried about.
No, I mean like the ATF, what you mentioned.
No, I know. Here's what I'm going to say. The government, I'm not so worried about the U.S. Army rolling down my street and having to defend myself from the U.S. Army. I don't see that happening. Mm-hmm. Do I see it happening from another foreign nation? Abso-fucking-lutely. We're having a mass influx of Chinese, male, fighting age dudes coming over the border. We've had terrorists who are coming over the border. We fucking covered it. You don't know who I am yet because you're fucking stupid, but you don't know who I am. Bitch, we found you within 48 hours.
Oh, wait. They caught him finally already?
No, I mean, like, we found out who he was within, like, 48 hours.
Okay, I thought like caught him.
No, I don't know if they've ever caught him. I have not heard anything on him since. But, like, this is what's happening, and no one's doing anything about it. So I think that you should be able to protect yourselves from those motherfuckers. There's going to be plenty of crazy motherfuckers who go after the government, and that's on you guys. I've got a family to take care of and protect. That's my main concern. That will always be my main concern. I have no plans on trying to take my home defense weapons against the government.
I'm telling someone.
I fucking hope I never have to, at least.
I'm telling someone that I found out that Carl Winslow got drilled.
Ugh. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it never happens that we have to face our own government again, because we saw what happened last time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Civil War, if anybody is curious.
Well, here's the thing, too. Short little history lesson. Do you know that we mentioned it before? Did you know that the city in, I think it was Virginia or Arkansas or Oklahoma, I forgot, there was a city that revolted against a rigged,
that was in Tennessee.
Yeah, rigged boat.
Huh? I think it was in Tennessee.
Yeah, a whole bunch of World War II veterans came back home and found out that the voting system was rigged and got into a little scuffle with the feds over there.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, my grandfather was the commanding officer on a B-52 in, honestly, Korea. And he told me several times that a couple of his friends, you know, they were pilots or they were crew members on, you know, different planes and stuff, and they didn't come back. Mm-hmm. And that my grandfather came back, and that I should be lucky. Mm-hmm.
You mean he should? He felt lucky.
No, I should be lucky that my grandfather came back.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, there's a possibility that if he didn't, my grandmother may not have been able to provide for my mother and her sister. I may not be here. And I still thank my grandfather every day.
And I will say, this is just me speaking on the whim.
Well, I mean, and then I got to be thankful for you too, dude. Like, you went over there,
yeah,
and you're still here.
Well, here,
but
I
know you know about the people that you've lost over there.
Yeah,
think about people like that.
I tend to, and this is what I go to try to, for you, everyone else included. You can take the best out, the worst out of situations, and use it to your learning. Your learning of your past life, not your past life, your moments of your past, and to try to take that and teach another person that's going through a bad situation. Hey, this is what I did. This is what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I think that you should take your experiences from the military, no matter what rough spots that you're in, and to kind of take them and use it as an example to someone that is going through tough times themselves, and saying that, this is what I went through. This is what I used in my mentality, how my mentality changed to get to where I wanted to be. So you can, I will say this: the deep, dark times are necessary for you to get through get to the light, get where you need to be. And plus, you don't want to go through what you went through the first time around. So you'll take what you learned, and you remember, you take what your emotions were, and you remember that feeling, and use that as fueling drive to keep on going wherever that you want to do.
Yep.
So yeah, it's like that's crazy. Do you have any more on the topic of the colleges?
So I do know that several prominent donors for the Columbia University have pulled their annual donations and stopped all further donations until until the foreseeable future. I do know that Columbia has switched to all online classes, or they're trying to switch to all online classes for the remainder of the year, citing student safety. Honestly, I think it's more of a cop-out. Anybody who is violently protesting or speaking any kind of hate, it doesn't matter if it's hate towards Jewish people or anybody else, calling for violence on innocent people because you're pissed off because somebody else fucked up a country that you've probably never been to. I think suspension should be in order. Ilhan Omar, her daughter was arrested.
Really?
By the way, her daughter looks like if you mixed Ilhan Omar and her brother, who everybody thinks that she married for a green card. It's kind of weird. Well, that's their daughter because she looks just like the two of them. If you like 1 + 1 is 2, and that's 3.
So apparently, Oklahoma isn't the only area that believes in incest.
Right? Okay, so, and here's a little bit of information about it's a couple dots that people have connected. Several years back, a couple tens of thousands of Somalian immigrants were shipped to a area in Minnesota, District 5. To be specific, District 5 happens to be the district that Ilhan Omar is the representative of. Guess where she came from?
Where?
Somalia, with the other immigrants who were moved into District 5 and then got positions in local government and then put her in charge, right?
Yeah.
So, now, what does that do? When there's an influx in a congressional area, what does that do?
Before we go on in that, I'll get back to that in a second. Anytime that Somalia is mentioned, do I think of
what?
Black Hawk Down?
Yeah,
the true story. Yeah, it's a true story. And
yeah, you think our country's fucked up?
Yeah,
Somalia.
Yeah.
Somalia.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, and this kind of goes along with the border, when you take a massive influx of people that a political demographic has kind of said, hey, yeah, come on over. We'll fucking feed you. We'll fucking clothe you. We'll give you $500 for, every night for room and board. And here's some free cell phones. And have some of our taxpayer money too. And here's some more free shit on us because, our people are just that great, except we're like $30 trillion in debt.
Yeah.
Anyway, you move all these people into an area because you're taking care of them. What does that do? That's kind of like indentured servitude, pretty much, because now that all these people have like immunity and they can vote now, probably, I don't know. It's probably getting there because they can own firearms, almost all of them, without any kind of, licensing. Unlike you and me, law-abiding citizens, right? Go fuck us, right? So there's that. Apparently, they can be police officers now, and they don't have to even be citizens. That's progress right there. That can happen, but you can't question it. Can't say anything about it. But what that does is that when all this influx of people come in and they're going to vote for Democrats because the Democrats are taking such great care of them, do you know what that does? That creates more congressional votes per district that they now have. So let's say you have 15 votes in District 5. Okay? That's not true, but let's just say because it's arbitrary either way. You have all this influx of people, and now you have, 17 to 20. Let's say you have 4 votes. Now you've got 6. Now you've got 8. Let's say you had 3 votes. Now you've got 6 or 8. Majority rules, right? Well, guess who's making the majority? The illegals. Why are they doing that? Because the Democrats have let them in. Why are they doing that? Because fuck you. That's why.
And with me being in the field of business, what I studied in school, I kind of want to see which businesses are hiring illegals underneath the table. Not just the turkey company that Tyson, not just Tyson that is bringing in all this illegal.
Well, they make a lot of shit, really.
Well, I want to find a way to actually see what companies are hiring illegals underneath the table.
All of them. You know why?
Why?
Fucking indentured servitude. That's bad. I'm sorry. It may be different. I might be wrong. I'm not fucking smart.
Well, I
just see the world for what it is.
I think that there are some places that work with the green card. I think Walmart, Publix down south for us might be a couple of those that are willing to work with the green card. I guess
that's fine. That's at least a legal route, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about like other places that are not as big or as openly available as to what Walmart or kind of what Publix is.
What baffles me. This is kind of just something I thought about today. You have all of these, we'll say immigrants, coming over. How do they not know, or how have they not heard the several hundreds of people on YouTube who are saying, hey, look, it's not the fact that, we're worried about where you came from, or it's not the fact that we don't want you here, or we don't want your kind here. We would just like for you that if you're going to be here, you do it the legal way, so that way when you're voting, you're doing it legally.
Yeah.
Like, be here, work here, understand what's going on, and take note what's happening between the red pill and the blue pill.
There are several cases to where a lot of immigrants go to the military route, and all they have to do is serve at least 1 year in the United States military.
That's an honorable fucking route. I could get down with that.
Yeah. And not like some other countries to where you're forced to join and do 2 years, say like I think North Korea.
I think they do 4.
4.
Not sure.
Yeah,
not sure,
but
I want to say it's either 2 or 4 or 3. It's between 2, but not any more than 4, probably.
yeah.
No, look, again, it's not about your race, your religion. It's how you got here. It's not that we don't want you here. It's not that we wouldn't want you to be productive members of our society, of our civilization. But you're not doing that if you're not doing your fair share. If the everyday law-abiding citizen, regardless of how much they hate it, is paying their taxes, you fucking need to be too. Because if you're going to be voting, you need to be taking on your half of the fucking weight. And if you're not, go home. Yeah. Make your area better.
Mm-hmm. Stop bitching and complaining about how bad the area is if you're not willing to contribute making the place better.
In some places, is it dangerous? Abso-fucking-lutely. But hey, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet, motherfucker. I'll be bringing your eggs over here.
I like
our basket's already fucking full.
I already like ham omelets.
What's up?
I already like ham omelets.
Ham omelets. That's
random, but it's still.
It's very random.
But you know whose company's basket is full of freedom?
Are they eggs of freedom?
Sure.
Basket full of fucking freedom eggs. Article 1776, man.
Go over to article1776.com where you can pick yourself up a shirt, a hat, coffee mug, whatever else it may be. Also, if you head up to our Discord channels where you can enter into a meme competition using some of the pictures given from the Article 1776 podcast, and you happen to have the best meme of the month, you could win a free product from Article 1776. So the link description of that will be in the link. Well, of the Discord will be in the description.
The link for that will be in the description below. Is what he's trying to say.
I'm word vomiting all over my keyboard.
It's had a long week.
Yes, I'm moving. So, but yeah, Scottsdale, can you give me your socials, please?
Scottsdale87 on Twitch and Twitter. I might be streaming tonight when this is recorded. So that's gonna be fun. I don't know yet. And Scottsdale_87 on Instagram.
And you can find the link to my socials in the description below. I want to say thank you all so much for watching, listening, wherever you may be. Scottsdale, do you have a dad joke of the day?
Oh, I don't have a dad joke, but I got a bad joke.
Oh, God.
Oh, I got a bad joke. Why don't Chinese kids believe in Santa Claus?
Why?
Because they make the toys. Have a great night.